Slimple Dimples.
Flipple Sklipples.
Yes, it's us again, motherfucking simples. Simple Dimples. I'm Cruise Control.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And this is Nothing Sacred for... What the fuck's the date today? The 17th. Arr! It's the Nothing Sacred show.
St. Patty's Day.
About a meaningless holiday. Who fucking gives a shit about this fucking holiday? I fucking don't care.
It's stupid. It's what it is really Americans can act as fucking stupid as they
it's
want
not
to.
even fucking an Irish. It's an American holiday, obviously. The Irish don't celebrate this shit. I don't think.
No.
Fucking who gives a shit? St. Patrick's. It's just an excuse to go out and drink. Like every other holiday, usually.
And for Americans to act like idiots.
Yeah, this godforsaken fucking dying country of ours that we live in.
Yeah.
Fucking dying, rioting and stopping people from speaking, and fighting each other, and blacks fighting whites again, and
More
shit,
bullshit.
Man.
More tension.
Lovely shit. So when we usually start off with butt plugs and we call them ass rams now. So we'll start out with those.
Well, I have an ass ram,
dude. Go ahead and give us your ass ram.
Fuck City Lights Bar and Grill, dude. This place, okay, remember Godfather Pullin, the guy that used to do the Hill Money internet radio show?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess his birthday party, and some of this is on him too, but just the fact that the whole bar was a shithole bar, dude. And thank God Mac Metro went with me to this, because if not, if I had taken paratransit, I'd have been one pissed off starting shit motherfucker. So we get there. It's this dumpy-ass bar. The coolest dude there was the door guy. And, he's kind of joking with us as we're going in and whatever. So we go in, and there's like 15 people sitting at the bar.
Okay, well, stop 1 second here. Where's this shit at, by the way?
Oh, they're over on South Decatur and Sahara.
Oh, yeah. It's called City, right in the heart of where it starts to get funk, dude.
It's the Jank Bank, dude.
I live near there, but my place was kind of at least closer to Rainbow. But yeah, Sahara and Decatur is, I can see that. What's it called? City Lights,
man. I mean, last time you were over there was what, 5-6 years ago?
I guess 4 years. Fuck, it's been 4 years now. Yeah, so I guess
4 years. Yeah, so it's kind of degenerated since
Sahara and Decatur is still in the middle. It's still not even. It's probably not that bad, but where? What is this place called? City Shits? City Lights?
City Lights Bar and Grill. And we go in there, and dude, we're sitting at the bar. We're there for 20 minutes. We don't see Godfather Pone. We don't know where the fuck he is. And he would have come over to me if he had seen me, or something. And they never served us. Like, wouldn't even. They'd look at us and then walk away.
What?
Yeah, dude, the bartender glanced our way and then walked off. And they're back there fucking around doing whatever they were doing. And yeah, dude, we never got served. We eventually walked out of there. So
I can see fucking Mac just being like, fuck this shit, man. Fuck this. Dude, we're done.
Well,
dude.
We wanted to do something, I felt bad, dude, because I was like, damn, man, I'm sorry, man. And he was like, it's cool, dude. And he was like, well, you want to go somewhere else? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. So we wound up going to PT's and having a few beers there, so that was cool. But and then of course I write Godfather Pone on Facebook and tell him how shitty the people were, that were supposedly where he was having his birthday party, and he writes me back. He's like, "Oh, my bad, man. I didn't see you. I was in the VIP room, and I didn't think that shithole even had a VIP room."
VIP room? What do you mean, like the bathroom? Is that where VIP?
It's
a VIP room, man. We were chilling in the bathroom smoking blunts.
Actually, that might have been what they were doing.
Fucking Jesus, that was Hill Money. Hill Money was what was he? Didn't we do a show for him a couple times?
Yeah, I think so. And he was the dude that came after us when we did the Michael Jackson show. We were ripping on Michael Jackson, and he was kind of pissed off.
Oh, that's right. That's right. With fucking what's his name, Mushmouth or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, Trenchmouth. Yep,
yeah,
you remember
Trenchmouth.
him.
Yeah, I mean, he was all. Man, what the fuck, man?
Man, y'all Jackson. Wrong, man. If y'all wasn't who y'all was, man, I'd have whooped y'all ass.
fucking yeah. So, I was in the VIP room
of the City Lights bar and
City Lights.
Grill.
It was probably just a rec room they had in the back, They didn't
so,
even come out. So no one
shit.
came out and even talked to you and even that. What fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh yeah, my bad. I was like, nigga, look, I arranged transportation to come there, and your ass is in the VIP room. These fuckers aren't even serving us. They won't even look at us, So
why would
yeah,
I wonder why wouldn't they? Was it like obviously it wasn't a white boy bar, but
No, it was a mixed bag from what Henry said, from what Mac Metro was telling
They
me.
probably because you weren't playing the slots, you didn't put any money in.
Yeah, that's probably
Sitting
true.
probably this like Vegas life right there. You know, you're sitting at a bar, you're taking a speed while you're taking a boost.
Yeah, I know you want to have a drink and spend a little money,
You
but
need to put some money in that goddamn thing if you want to drink. You know,
you put your red check in that bitch, or otherwise, fuck you, you ain't getting
Vegas.
shit.
I'm gonna be there soon. I'm so it's another thing. I'm not gonna be hanging out in many bars. I might throw a 20 in at one point. You know, just for fucks and giggles.
Yeah,
You know, hang out with my mom or my bro or something like that and try that shit out. But I ain't doing that. So yeah, so fuck City Lights Bar in on Sahara and Decatur in Vegas.
Yep. City Lights Bar and Grill. I guess they must make food too. I don't know.
Fuck that shit, man.
Fuck them in the mouth, man.
Yeah, I got some good customer service from this place called RX. We actually got great customer service. This guy wrote me back because I'm basically what I'm doing. I'm cutting ties, buddy. I'm cutting the cable, man.
Uh-oh.
No more cable TV. No more TV. I'm getting rid of it. I'm just all internet. So.
Oh shit! Okay.
I'm going, getting rid of that stupid TV. I watch like one channel and other channels I listen to. I don't even watch them. I just listen to the music and watch. I watch news and I listen to music and I watch some NBA games.
Don't you feel a little bit though? Did you have to like psych yourself up to do it?
No, because my cable bill with Comcast went up to $160 and then went up to $195 this month because I went out of my contract and that's like, you know what, I don't watch all the shit they have me on, and just being able to get like in that. So basically what I did was I wrote and I got some good useful tips actually. So this is a good start. It's kind of my plug. Let me well actually I don't know how many people are listening from Eugene, Oregon, but this local business, man, small business. It's not a corp. But I got great customer service. So basically what happened was I'm like, you know what, listen, I'm fucking doing this. I'm cutting cords. I'm like, oh, I'm dreading calling, you know, them to do that, right? The Comcast.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna fuck with you.
They're gonna be like, they're trying to get me to get this and get this. I can get the best deal by getting the bundle for $3. So I write this guy in a local place and say, listen, do you have any options for me? I want to keep the same speed, but I don't want to pay too much more. And I mean, I'll pay less, but I would like to get. He's like, here's what you do. We can't do anything for you because they work with Comcast too. He goes, we can't do anything for you in terms of your speed. We only work with new customers. They're like one of those contractors. They're providers, basically.
Oh,
like
okay.
They're the middleman.
Okay.
They hook you up with, like, you call them, I want internet. They get you the best they can find at whatever company they can find it for. And one of the companies they work for is Comcast. So, basically, this guy named Steve, awesome dude. Shout out to Steve. And I'm actually the funny thing is, I learned about this guy. This is what good customer service will get you too. I know the owner of the company. I actually might even see him this evening if I go out to this benefit show. So I know the owner. So next time I'm either going to email him or write him, explaining to him how good this guy was. But so basically he goes, we can't do anything for you because you're you're our existing customer with them. We don't work with existing customers. But this is what you do. And he laid it out. He goes, do not call them. He said, take your receiver down to the local office and get in line and just give it to them and say, I'm done with this. I want the best internet deal you can get. The people at the office will help you because what are they going to do at the office? Well, no, they're not going to. They're going to finagle you out of it. You bring down your damn receiver and say, here it get me on internet only. I want to be on internet only. And they said they can usually get you a deal. And then he goes, here, give me your address information and I'll see what we have if we have anything for you. And I go, okay, so because on our other people that we work with, like, CenturyLink or something like that. So I sent him my address. He goes, unfortunately, we've got only 3 megabytes of speed in your area, and that's not enough for a gaming person like you and your work. You want to have a very high.
So he was honest. Yeah. He didn't try to ask for anything.
You want to have a very high. He goes. Basically, what you want to do is, he goes, the rates we have right now for the standard rates at Comcast, and he gave me the rates like $79.99 before equipment for one speed, and $89.99 for another speed, something like that. And he goes, usually you can get a deal with those two. So he gave me the prices that I can expect to get for the speeds that I'm already getting. So he gave me all this shit, and I'm not actually able to even work with this guy in terms of. So I'm going to write him back, and I'm going to say something to him directly. But I'm also going to talk to him and say, if I ever want to get TV again. If I ever want to get some other things like that, like if I ever do get out of this and I'm going through you guys. I'm going to go through, I like that kind of customer service. So Steve got lucky because he got he got the customer service is going to go directly to someone who actually might be able to just like tell him directly, hey, you did a great job with this guy. He actually told So you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
So hopefully Steve gets a big bump up. Not a bump up, maybe a little maybe a free fucking sandwich somewhere or something. Whatever.
I don't know, man. Maybe even send him the archive. The
Yeah.
link to the archive or some shit.
Exactly. So yeah, something similar. So yeah, shout out to Steve. Now I need to get onto my rant because I have to get this.
Okay.
Get this. So a family member of mine. I'm not going to go into specifics. He's getting a new job. He's finding a new job.
Okay.
The job he has is terrible. It's at a place that's the job he had was terrible. It's at a place that he just wanted to get the hell out of. I'll just give a hint and say that I wanted to get the hell out of there too.
I know the guy you're talking about because he was talking about it when I was down there.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, he last week he got something that the indication that he was going to start on the 21st, and there's going to be an open house today where he'd go to. They'd show him around and get him all this stuff. He'd fill out his turn in the final paperwork, and everything was good. So of course, the last day at the other job for the pay period was Wednesday, right? So he's basically leaves a couple days before because he has some time and he had issues, so he was going to leave anyways. He couldn't give 2 weeks notice because they just told him you're starting this date, so he had to leave, right?
Right.
So today he gets a call from this fucking company, and they say, well, we decided that we're not going to have the class at all, and so basically we're canceling this training until further notice. We're not no new hires at this point. Freeze on new hires.
Oh fuck! So he already cut his nuts off at the other job.
His nuts off because what are you going to do? You're gonna work a pay period, then works, and then just like Either way, you give your notice, or he had to give notice. What is he going to do? Like not give? And it's 3 days before the start of their job. They fucking cut the job.
Whoa!
It's a training job. It was training. It's fucking terrible. I don't even know how they can even do that. Because he hadn't turned in the offer yet because they sent it to him. He said, well, you can turn that in at the even if he had turned that in, I guess they can still do this. I guess they just obviously can still just. They should have to pay unemployment. They should have to pay unemployment to people. I think. Because
after doing shit
shit, because you promised, you say, okay, you're starting here, and he had all the stuff we need, all background check, everything, DT, everything gone through, everything was done. All the paperwork was in. All he had to do was turn in the offer sheet that they gave him, which and I've done that before at jobs where I signed that after I've even started. Here's all the signature stuff. Sign all this stuff. So right. It's not like he didn't do anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? But he's all like,
it's a done deal, man.
Yeah, it's a done deal. You start Monday. Okay, we start Monday, but they stopped the whole class. So 19 people now that thought they were starting on Monday are not, and they didn't. And they gave him 3 days notice before this.
Oh shit!
Think about that.
That's horrible. They need to get a lawyer, man.
That's fucking terrible. And that's what I'm saying. If he can get in touch with somebody, I don't even understand that they can do that. There's got to be some kind of way to, or at least he can contact unemployment and say, listen, the only reason I'm not at my previous job is because I've got another job. I quit my other job. Now I'm not sure what he told them, but I don't know what he told the other job, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, you're starting a job.
His unemployment will probably start going after his previous job, dude. Not the fuckers they should be going after, the ones that promised to hire him and didn't.
But he wouldn't be able to get anything off of them because he quit without giving notice, 2 weeks notice, because he couldn't give 2 weeks notice.
Right. They said, we're starting you right away. You got to get ready.
Because the thing is, he was supposed to start on the 14th. They were going to start him on the 14th, but they pushed the class back a week. So it's like, okay, I'll start on the 21st. Okay. And then, so he was gonna leave the other job earlier, and so basically he found out he was getting hired literally, like, a week before that, like the Wednesday before that. I think like the 6th or 7th of March. And they said, we're going to start on the 14th. Then he got another call saying, like, later on in the week, we're pushing that back until the 21st. Because he was.
And now they get the second call that said, "Oh, sorry, we're not even doing the class.
We're not even hiring." And this is the place. It's a call center type atmosphere, and they're doing. So I'm just like sitting there stunned, like, I don't even know how they can do. I don't even know what to do. I mean, he's like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I feel like I'm like, why do you? He said, you didn't do anything wrong.
How reputable is this company, man?
It's. I don't want to give the name out just because I don't want any.
Oh, I dig it, but I mean, is it something that's
it's been around? Yeah, I mean, you can find their web information and stuff. They do the chat support for a major cell phone company, at least supposedly. So, and it's legit. I mean, he went through a fucking test. He went to the goddamn diagnostic place, did the fucking piss in the fucking cup. He did the background check.
They even did a drug test.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's the thing. He passed everything. He was past everything. It was all done. He just literally had to go in there. The only thing he had to do was turn in his offer sheet, and they go, "Oh, you turn in at the open house tonight." Shit, and it was supposed to be tonight. And that they called him up just like an hour and a half ago. That's why I was on the, when I didn't get your text. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And so now I'm like, "All right, we got to figure out what to do." The thing is, he has another interview at a better place tomorrow, and actually it's a face-to-face, so it's not like and he's been cool still because he's got another interview that because he doesn't worry about anything in terms of like because it could have been really bad.
He needs to do something though, man. He needs to take some action.
He needs to do. I think he might need to do something too, but I just don't know what to do. And he's worried about like telling his roommate and I'm like, dude, you didn't do
anything wrong.
Matter of fact, you were wronged in this because 3 days. Think about all the people. What if people have a family and you can't not what are you gonna do? Ungive a notice?
Right.
You're gonna ungive a notice I'm sorry. I was gonna quit. I quit the Friday. What are the people that are literally on their second to last day of the job? And they're like, oh well, I gave my 2 weeks and they went all through the fucking bullshit like they were supposed to. Are they gonna go? Oh well. Is there no way I can save my job? If I were that company, I'd be like, no. You gave your 2 weeks. You're done. Horrible. So there's no way. How do you even do that? So he's tripping now, but and I know this. I know him, man. I know that he's gonna feel, he's gonna put it on like, oh man, well, what am I gonna do? It's like, dude, you were secure. There's nothing you could do. This is not on anybody,
Right, but I can understand you still feel like a piece of shit, dude. Like, damn, because you know how many people always, oh yeah, man, I got this, I got that.
And not only that, but like not being able to pay certain things and not knowing when. And I'm like, dude, you can get a job because it doesn't pay super great. But I'm like, and then the opportunity he has tomorrow, if he does really well with that, it could be really good for him. But he can probably find something. He just bought a bunch of food. So he's got, what I'm saying, like he's got a little bit of stuff, so he can, as long as he's just chill with stuff. The only thing he needs to do, but I'm like, think about how bad it really could be, because right now he's living with someone who actually he doesn't pay a landlord, right?
Yeah, he lives with a dude and gives him money, right?
Yeah, exactly. He lives with his friend, gives him money. So so basically he doesn't have any. Let's say it was me or you, not
right.
you,
maybe not me, you have a power bill, you have internet bill.
Exactly. Let's say it's me, and no, I've got rent, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, well, okay, I'll work a week and I'll get paid. I can probably finagle. If I can get at least a week's pay, or I can push something back, because I know I have income. I know that I have income, and I've got enough money to cover everything, and I can pay my rent. But if he was actually living somewhere like my place, he would be fucked.
Oh man, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. So I'm sitting on the phone going, this is where you need to be the calm like the other person, because it's not happening to you, it's affecting you, and you're like, oh shit, right? So, but it's not happening to you. So you're like, all right. So what? So I need to be the person who's going to be like, all right, step back from the ledge here. We're going to look at this objectively and go from here. This could be a shit ton worse. You could literally have your bill, have your cable bill, have your power bill, have your rent check needed to be at a specific date, or you're evicted, or you have fines paid onto that. So he actually is really lucky in that way, in that he can actually kind of probably say, as a friend, because they're really good friends. I'm sure everything will work out in that way. Just be like, hey, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Right, but you're putting it in like the worst possible scenario. Like, what if he had kids?
I'm putting it not even in a worst possible scenario. What if he had kids? No. What if he simply lived in an apartment that required a landlord? Because God forbid, any apartments that I'm sorry, I can't. They would be. You're out. You're done.
Well, yeah, but imagine how many other, like you said, there were 18 other people that did this to.
So that he could be, they could have kids, like you said, and he could have been like, in this state, he could have been like, fuck it, yeah, hey, I got past what I needed to. I'm just gonna chill, and thank God he had some other opportunities coming up, and he was like, you know what, I'm not gonna wait, I'm not gonna risk that, because I've got other because there's a better opportunity in this tomorrow that he can get, a much better in terms of money, like a lot more, a lot better opportunity that he can do. Might be more stressful, but a lot more money. So he basically has been holding off and been chilling out on doing anything crazy, you know. Not necessarily crazy, but, you know, things that would still be ridiculous that, you know, certain things are, you know what I'm talking about. So he could have that. He could have that DT on his belt, man. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh shit, I thought I was good, so now if I apply for other shit, I'm fucked. No, he's not. So,
wow, dude, that shit,
it's unbelievable. I mean, just thinking about it makes you go, how do you even? We're talking 3 days before the start of this thing's supposed to start. And it's actually, 4 days after. It was supposed to start on the 14th. So they pushed it back 1 week, so which is kind of a bump in the road anyways, because it's like, fuck, I want to start that, you know, and I want to get more money. I want the paycheck to come early. Because that's the thing. And other people could be like, I need that money. I'm unemployed. I need to start now. Ah, shit, they're pushing it back a week. Ah, it's going to wait. Then they fucking get this shit 3 days before they're supposed to start this shit.
Well, you wonder what happened.
That's what I'm wondering.
What was the reason?
There's got to be something fucking went down with this company, where either they fucked up and their contract got fucked up or something. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, dude, that's the shit. Makes me want to sing "Dimby Darley and the Harley Barrel." You know.
It does. It makes you just want. It just makes
you grit your teeth, dude.
It makes you mad. Like it makes me. I'm like, oh, and I feel so bad. I'm like, dude, there's no reason for this shit, man. You know, if you either hire or you don't. You don't like hire and then decide after you've hired everyone and they've gone, because they had to pay for all the background checks and all that shit. The company did.
So they lost money in the process.
So it's like, why are you if you're not sure you're going to have something? So something drastic had to have happened where the people they had contracts with were like, oh, fuck this or something.
Well, this is what I call incorporatance, dude.
It has to. It's not. Yeah, it's incorporate. It's affecting everybody. And like I said, I keep saying, all right, man, listen. You know, you find a fucking swag some pizza for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Whatever. You know, if this thing doesn't work out tomorrow, then because you can find something for the same amount of money you were going to make. So it's not like you're going to make so much bank. So you can find something, you know, but and you've also got, there's nothing you did wrong. You did everything you were supposed to do. So
right. Yeah, man, oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, he'll be fine. I know he will. But you know what, dude? And even if he does get a cool job and a cool interview and he's happy and stoked and whatever, I think he shouldn't drop this, dude. I think on principle, he should keep this going.
I don't know what he's going to do about this, and maybe because here's where because he didn't actually turn in the offer sheet. So, but then again, even if he did, he signed it. They gave it to him, and he signed it. You know what I mean? So they gave him he has the offer sheet. He's like, I literally have it in my hand, and it's signed. So having that, maybe it's like, I mean. Maybe there is something he can do, because even if you did, they could. Well, you didn't turn that in. You told me I could. He has the email saying, "Yeah, go ahead and turn it in at the open house." But that doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter. You can turn it in the day you're hired. It's an offer sheet.
You know what, man?
You know what I'm saying? There's no requirement.
Worst case scenario, when he does get something more kick ass, we should at least know the company and be able to say their name.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be spreading that word at that point. I just don't want to do anything now because there's no,
Right, but wait till you get something new, and then when all that's blown over, dude, at least we need to smash on this company, dude.
Yeah, we've got to do something, because I'm just stunned, man. I am.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? Where you're just like, How
do you even what are you gonna do? Like, I'm like, dude, and he's like, I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and I'm like, you're gonna relax, but I'm going, what the fuck is
like, right? Because you're putting yourself in that scenario. You're going, whoa, dude, if they would have done this shit to me,
the same thing if they would have done this shit to me, I would have been fucked from the where I work now, like the last time, from getting out of that hellhole and going to where I'm at now.
Fuck, that's incorporatance, man.
So,
darling,
it's like, oh well, or it's not, or it's just incorporates. Oh, well, you know what? We decided we're not going to have it. Well, what about these people that they've gone through this process, the whole process? They're excited to start. They changed their lives probably in some cases
well,
for this.
and like you said, I mean, this was a major. They paid for background checks. They paid for drug tests.
Well, you know that's the thing,
money.
and obviously, and that's the company that did that, not the individual, obviously.
Well, I know, but I'm saying, look what they did to themselves in the process. Like, how fucking stupid is that?
And not only that, but so that makes you but then as an employee, you go through all that process because what are you going to do? You start 3 days. Anybody who worked for some other place, they almost certainly gave notice.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, or if they didn't, then they were just like, fuck this place, I'm quitting, and they worked until the last drop. But, you know, depending, because knowing that you're not going to go back to a place, right?
Well, yeah, who's going to take the dick and be like, the job I was going to leave you for, it didn't work out.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like, oh, sorry, I'm giving notice. Oh, sorry, I'm not. Once you give notice, you give notice. Pretty much, that's how I've seen it, right?
You're done.
So you do that. Who's going to do that? Most people would have done that 2 weeks ago. Hell, most people would have done that thinking they would have started not last week because they pushed it back. So they're like, oh, fuck, I already gave notice. There's no work for that week. Fuck, all right, well, I guess I can push through. And now it's like, I guess I'm fucked. There's got to be somebody. I mean, really, how do you do that?
Damn. All I can do is just... Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I can do, man. So I just had, that's a rant. That's my, I had to get out first. I know you're not going to be able to top that with any other rants this week.
I know. I'm like, well, dude, I got some shit, but...
No, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. It just has to be, that has to be the first one. But that's just a huge, unbelievable, just like, it's not even a rant. It's just like that's why I'm like, yeah, we need this will be the first thing I'm talking about. So yeah, so that's my...
I still say, man, once he gets something good, let's smash this company.
Oh, we will. We will talk shit, and we will spread the word. We just have to. And I believe me, I will. I want to see if anything goes from this because I don't know. I don't know what he can do, but that's just wrong. And even even if there's nothing he can do, that's just fucking wrong to do to anybody. I mean, it's, either know your shit or don't hire or freeze a hire after this class. You don't fucking freeze a hire after you hire the people.
Yeah, that's some shit, dude. He should look into that. Yeah. If there's any legal, well, I know there's got to be, dude. There's got to be some kind of legal ramification somewhere. You know, like if he really wanted to, you know, I'm sure it would cost more to do this, but I'm sure if he wanted to, he can get an attorney. And they can say, well, this is lost wages, plus, you know, they'll find a bunch of crazy shit that, you know, it caused for him. And sue the fuck out of the company, you know.
Yeah, I'm actually looking up some shit here just to see if there's anything going on here.
That's, wow, okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll jump into my next shit here in a second.
Yeah, so let's go doing that. I'm going to see something here.
Looking that up for your own personal knowledge. So, so yeah, man. Okay. Well, here's what happened.
Wait. I just want to say one more thing. I'm just looking on their webpage. Okay.
Okay.
Look on their website. March 8th, 9th, 7:57 a.m. We're hiring. Applying is as easy as texting. Literally. Please share and refer your friends. March 9th.
Something sounds shady about that in general. You know, is it those dudes that sit home and text people information and shit?
No. This is that's for like people who this is the website for like the actual company, and they're basically saying they're hiring. So
and that's still up there.
Yeah, so
that's crazy. So somebody could be applying today, right now.
Well, that's from a previous one, so it just wow, just makes you want to go. All right, so let's go to your rant. Let's not dwell on it too much, but
yeah, it's one of those things though. It's hard to get out of it. You're like, oh, okay, let's get our brains on something else.
Yeah.
Well, here was something. You know, as you know, I took a little trip up to northern Nevada.
Yes, you did.
And had a great time. You know, that was cool. You know, saw some of my other coworkers and shit, and you know, hung out, went to a bunch of meetings and shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so here it is. I'm coming back, and you know. I fly back from Reno, and here I get to Vegas. So I'm getting off the plane, and this guy, I don't even know who the fuck he was, dude. He came out of the cockpit area, and he was like, hey, sir, I swear he was drunk, dude. He was like, hey, sir, do you need some help? And I said, yeah, I just need help, you know, getting from the airplane to outside to meet a cab. And he goes, oh, okay, well, let me get you out there. So I'm like, okay, this fucker is going to help me. Well, dude, I get to the jetway, and, dude, there's some chick there with she's like a security person. And she's got a wheelchair. And she's like, and the guy says, all right, here she is. She's got your wheelchair for you. And I'm like, okay, I don't really need a wheelchair, but, and she's like, well, okay, could you just wait here for a second until I get everybody off the plane? And I'm thinking, okay, I understand the one argument of, hey, get in the wheelchair. It's faster for us to get you to where you need to go. I'll dig it. Okay, I'll sit in the wheelchair. I'll do that. But you are not going to sit me in a fucking wheelchair, fucking tended, vulnerable, where anybody can just come up and grab that wheelchair and start pushing it and be like, hey, you're coming with me.
Well, not only that, when you've actually done that shit, I would be like, fuck that wheelchair. I'm not getting. So did you actually sit in the fucking wheelchair after a while?
Oh, nope, I did not. I said, well, you know what? I said, let me go out here. I said, let me at least wait in the terminal. So the drunk dude walked me up to the terminal, and then he's like, yeah, just stand right here. This is where my desk is at. So I'll make sure you get some assistance. And so he goes back down the jetway. Well, then the chick comes out, and dude, you could tell she just didn't give a fuck. And she's like, okay, sir, do you want somewhere to sit down? Can I show you where to sit down at least while you're waiting for me? And I was like, yeah, that would be nice. And she's like, okay, that way you don't have to stand. And I'm sorry, sir. That's terrible. He just left you there. So she kind of threw him under the bus, for like, and I'm thinking, bitch, you wanted me to sit on the fucking jetway in a wheelchair waiting for you. Don't, like I said, if you're going to put me in the wheelchair and you're going to wheel me somewhere, fine. If it helps you, makes your job easier, great. But you're not going to leave me fucking unattended sitting in the goddamn wheelchair.
I'm not sitting in a wheelchair. You're going to guide my ass using your arm, bitch. You're not going to fucking wheelchair me.
Exactly. Well, here's the best part of this whole thing. So she's like, oh, I'm sorry about that, sir. Yeah, it was just totally fake. I mean, if you could have heard how the way she said it. And she's like, well, let me get you somewhere to sit. So I'm like, okay, great. So she gets me a seat and everything out in the terminal. And she's like, okay, once I get the plane cleared, then I'll take you to where you need to go. And I'm like, all right, great. So I'm sitting there. And then this dude comes out, another guy comes out, and he taps me. He goes, hey, excuse me, sir, have you been helped? And I was like, no, actually I haven't. And he's like, well, where are you going exactly? And I was like, oh, well, I'm just going outside. I need to catch a cab to go home. And he's like, I'll take you. And he's like, I'm the pilot.
Wow.
So here comes the fucking pilot. Oh, and shout out to Kurt was his name. He was the pilot. And, yeah, dude, cool guy. Guess he lives in town. And he walked me out to the fucking taxi. So here's this bitch, wanting me to sit, supposedly a security person, or I don't know what they call those people, quality control, or I don't know what the name. And these are the assholes who want the tips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, do you have a tip for me? Fuck you. You want me to sit in, I had another person do that years ago where, they wanted me to get in this wheelchair and they wheeled me to out of the jetway. And then they got me sitting there and they said, well, just wait here for a few minutes. Okay. And I got to do some stuff and then I'll come back and get you. And I'm thinking, I'm not sitting here in a wheelchair alone, by myself. Fuck that. I'm out of here. And I got up and got out of the wheelchair and just walked away. So.
Wow, dude, this is funny, man. It's that the pilot comes out and is like, "Oh, all right, fuck it. I just flew a plane. I'll take this guy to the fucking taxi."
Yeah, our pilot comes and walks me out.
So was it a stewardess who was doing this shit, or was it just a person in the terminal?
You talking about the wheelchair one?
Yeah.
She's I don't know what she was, a security guard chick or a sky cap or what do they call those? The quality control people, that. Like, they usually radio to them, we need a person who needs assistance to get baggage claim or whatever. So, like I said, as I was walking out with the one drunk.
Yeah, with one drunk, and could you smell the alcohol in the dude?
He didn't smell drunk, but he sounded drunk. Okay, sir. Okay, so we're going to get you out here. We'll get you. And then just as I'm walking out on the jetway, he's like, okay, there she is. She's right here with your wheelchair. And I could hear her unfolding the wheelchair. And I said, well, wait a minute. I don't need a wheelchair. I can walk, man. And she's like, well, do you mind just waiting in it for a few minutes until I get everything cleared and then I'll take you? And I'm thinking, I'm not sitting in a fucking wheelchair waiting on your ass,
Yeah.
So I said, well, can I just go into the terminal and wait there? You know, because I figured I could at least sit in the
So
terminal.
how long were you sitting in the terminal, like waiting for after she said sit down?
I'd say about 5-10 minutes
Oh, okay. So that
before the pilot came up to me.
That's funny.
So-
The pilot's like, "Come on, buddy, we're gonna take you." And he's like, "Hey, let's go."
Actually, he was cool. He was kind of a younger dude. You know, I would say, I'd guess maybe he was about our age, maybe.
Okay, cool. So it's like, "Oh, fuck it, I'll take you out there." And you're like, and you just dropped you in the line and said, "All right."
Yeah, I didn't expect that, man. Like, here's the pilot walking me out. You know, like, how's that?
Good job, Kurt, man. Good job, buddy. So 2 customer service goods that are today, and 1 extremely awful, quote unquote, customer service experience so far.
Assram to the colon. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
exactly.
I blew blast ram to the colon. But that's fun. That's funny. But bitch, you should be lucky you have a job, man. Some people just take their shit for granted sometimes, and I do it too. We all do it. And if you want a better job, obviously, you know, you go and get one, which is what you try to do, which is what certain people try to do, and you know,
right,
it's just so
fucked
yeah, it's
sometimes.
just so funny how you know, it's like it's not that hard. You just take. How long did it take him to get you to the taxi line?
Oh, about, let's see, taking the tram and everything, about maybe 10 minutes.
Was he going
10,
there
15.
too, or was he just going? He's like, "Fuck, I'm done with this shit."
Well, I guess he was done for the day. I asked him that. I said, "Oh, isn't that plane going on to Omaha, Nebraska? Aren't you going?" And he was like, "No, we're swapping out pilots." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So
he was getting maybe he's getting a taxi himself. Like, oh, let's pick one up.
Well, I think he probably was going to his car, but he
Yeah.
figured he'd walk me to the cabs first. And you know, he got me in the line, told them that I needed a cab. The cab pulled right up.
Yeah.
And I got in, and hey, that was the story there. You know.
Yep. How much the fucking ride from your?
Oh, it was
airport?
it was like $21.
Wow, $21. It used to be like 12, man. Fucking.
But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to get reimbursed. So, you know.
That's good. That's good. At least it's not it's finally not by paratransit that you're going to be getting
right, exactly.
It's a different kind of reimburse. Like, holy shit, wow, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's work related reimbursement, so it's what it's supposed. It's part of my travel and trip and all that.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, at least it's finally not a reimbursement from fucking
right, like an angry reimbursement, like you owe me, motherfucker. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you guys will get me back, kind of thing. You know.
So yeah, cool. So that's your second rant. So what else do we got tonight, man? I don't have I just have an observation about that I kind of made before about watching the country crumble.
Oh yeah.
In front of us, so just pretty much just the whole Donald Trump stuff. But I'm not really in the mood to talk about that at the moment. So.
Oh, okay.
It's not really that big a deal.
I have an observation.
Go ahead.
Kind of a funny observation.
Okay.
So our buddy who posts all the sad shit all the time on Facebook, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I don't know if you saw. It was a video he did. I want to say it was a week ago or so, and I used to do this shit too, kind of with my rants, with my recordings. Of you'd sit and you'd rationalize reasons for your breakup. You know, you'd like come up with all these. Oh, I've been sitting around and I here's what I realized. The reason we broke up was because we had different ideas of love, or you know, just stupid things like that. And it's just one of the many things you do when you break up.
Yeah, you keep going with it too much.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I mean. The public display is too much, you know. But it was interesting because I kind of commented on it, dude, because I've kind of seen enough, you know what I mean? And I said, "Oh yeah, dude," I said, "You mean kind of like her idea of what you said was so horrible that you just could not continue the relationship?" You know? And dude, he kind of got a little white knighty with me, dude. He was like, "Listen, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to disrespect my ex. She's a good woman and she deserves happiness." And I'm just like, "Oh, dude, I want to just fucking shake you."
Then let her go, you fuckface.
Sorry, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say the word. Let her go. Right? I'm not holding back here. Let her go. So
that's it. Well, you fell in love with a turd, you know.
And not only that, you know? Just stop blaming yourself then, because that's all he's really doing, wanting to blame himself. Same old shit. But yeah, it's like, well, it's not her, so you're a terrible person. So whose quote unquote fault was it? Yours or hers or nobody's? Was it nobody's fault? No. Maybe it is. Maybe it is nobody's fault. So if it is, then you gotta at some point just let it go. So stop trying to figure out what the reasoning is.
Yeah. Oh, you can't, dude. You can't rationalize that shit. And you know, even now.
No, and that's the thing. Even now, it's like you gotta, and because you understand where it's coming from. That's the thing. It's not like we're like oblivious to where it's coming from. You know, it's
Right.
pain. It's pain and stuff. We've both been there, where it's like, oh shit, you get your dick ripped off and wrapped around your heart, and then your heart is flung in the air and smacked with your dick like a bat, and then you know, and then you know what I'm saying, and then your
It's
dick
like
is
a ping pong ball, dude, where you throw the ping pong ball and hit it with the racket.
yeah, and then your dick is tied around someone's shoe, and they play kickball with your heart and with your dick on wrapped around their foot, so it's all getting scuffed up in the dirt while they're kicking your heart around with your dick.
Pretty much.
You know, so it's like we all been there, but at some point, dude, at some point, and it's not the problem is it's I guess maybe the thing is not like it's not getting over it, but letting everybody know you're getting over it. You know,
well,
like, or not getting over it, and just being over and over and over and over about how this and I'm lonely and but derba.
Well, you know what, dude? It's kind of like the thing a few years ago. You guys kind of put me on blast a little bit. You remember when I was like, yeah, dude, I think I'm finally over her, man.
Yeah.
And right away you were like, okay, dude, if you're really over her, then why are you talking about it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, just okay, go through the motions, do what you got to do, but understand, we don't believe you.
None of us believe this shit because you're rationalizing it, and then you're starting to defend as if you were saying something. So what if you're saying something? How dare you be on his side in this and think that he did nothing really wrong, or if he did something wrong, then maybe it was just such a mild thing that. You know, unless he's not telling us everything. Back to him. You know, it's like, are you not?
Well, you know, he made the whole thing of she's a good woman, and you know, she deserves to be happy. And I said, yeah, you know what, man, and you're a good man, and you deserve a good person too. So it's not you're acting like you don't deserve to be happy.
Good. So you said that back to him. What did he say to that?
And I said, you got to remember, man, I've been there too. And he was like, yeah, you have. You know, so you know it ended on a good note, but it was still...
good. I'm glad it did because and I'm glad you put your dick on the table and said, hey, remember you have one of these, okay?
Exactly.
Like, hey,
you got to, man.
Because you were like, no, I'm not going to take that. Where it's like, I'm sorry. No, it's like, don't, because that's the thing. He's not doing it. We told him that before when it first started going on. Stop blaming yourself. You are a good person still. Just because, and even if you did something quote unquote wrong, you know, life is tough. Like you could say that you quote unquote did something wrong by how you reacted to certain things, right? But you know what? That's the way you reacted, and that's the way shit happened. So at some point, you just gotta just.
You can't regret it, dude.
You gotta grab your heart. You gotta grab your dusty fucking grass covered fucking leaf covered heart. You gotta pop it in your chest again. Then you gotta grab your fucking tattered little penis. You gotta kind of tie it back onto yourself, and hopefully and let it grow back. And you gotta limp your ass around while you've got your half-assed penis and your broken heart. And you just gotta deal. And
it'll mend itself.
But the thing is, there is a point where you deal. You deal.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's it. You're yourself. After a while, man.
You stop talking about everyone else and dealing it with having everyone else deal. Because at some point, you're using that as a crutch, and you're never going to get over it because you're continuing to open the scab by asking, making people remember it. You know.
Yep.
So.
Well, it's funny that you and this same person a few years ago gave me this same advice. So now, you know, it's just funny that he's not following that advice that he gave me with you.
Of course not, man, because your heart stick broke, you know, you're all fucked up, your brain gets all jacked up, and it's fucking terrible. And we get it, and we understand it, but at some point we're going to be like, we get it, we understand it.
Well, at this point, it's totally, we get it, we understand it. You know, it's like, okay.
Now you need to get it. So, yeah. So you need to get something. And that's the thing. He's not listening. He's like, oh, well, I don't, he guarantee he's like, oh, well, I'm not a great person. I did this. Whatever.
If I just would have done this is my problem. You know, I need to work on, you know, I'm sure, dude, at some point we're even going to see a video of what he needs to work on.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
It's all that same shit, man.
Anyway, well, all right, dude. You ready for the?
That's right. We forgot to mention tonight. We do have a fuck you nigga, good lucky nigga, a fun glun.
Yes, we do, and I have a story behind it. Dude.
Okay, so let's do this story first. Let's see what the story is.
So it's funny because this guy last weekend tags me in this post. Now he's in Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin.
Okay.
You know, an upcoming rapper, whatever. And so he tags me in this post. And it's like, yo, come down tonight. We're going to be turning it up. And, you know, it's going to be this dope-ass concert or dope-ass show. And you got to be there. And I'm thinking, dude, I'm in Vegas, you know, and I hate that anyway when they, you know, they send me invites to, you know, shit that I obviously can't even get to, you know.
See, that doesn't bug me because they're not sending you an invite individually. They're sending it in bulk. They're sending it to everybody.
And that's what I need to remember because the way I use Facebook is different than a lot of people.
So that was probably your like little you know.
Right, it was my bad, but you know there are people that do say the same thing because they don't understand it either. You know, they just all of a sudden get slammed with, you know, because another guy on this particular post was saying, shit, one motherfucker invites me to shit in Australia all the time, you know, and so anyway, so I ranted about this a little bit, right? And the dude writes on my shit and he says, well, the guy who originally tagged me in the post, you know, and he was like, well, man, obviously we figure your money's long enough that you could attend. But then again, you're still doing internet radio, so I guess it doesn't pay that well.
Okay.
And what I wanted to say is, hey, bro, you're still doing internet rap. You know, you're not on the radio.
Maybe he is. Have you looked this motherfucker up and seen?
No, I haven't. Well, here's the thing. At one point, we were going back and forth, and finally we kind of sort of came to a mutual understanding. And I said, hey, dude, tell you what. I said, you got permission here. Could post a link to something, and I'd love to hear your music, and we'll play it on our Fuck You Niggas, Good Luck You Niggas segment. And so he never did, so then I just assumed that he's one of these, because, dude, I've got a few of these fuckers on my friends list that are for show rappers, like, everything's image. Like, they don't really rap, but they try to create the image that they're blowing up in the Get With Kid name and making moves and doing all this shit. So anyway, I kind of did a little video rant yesterday on Facebook about it, and which is something I just learned how to do. And he saw that one too. So finally, he's like, "Hey man, last weekend was just shits and giggles. I hope you don't take any disrespect to it." And I said, "Hey man, again, do you have any music? I'd love to hear it." So he's like, "Give me your email. I'll send you some music." So he did. He sent me something. So here we go. We're gonna play it tonight on the.
Okay, so this is Timmy Rudeboi. I'm looking up on Google and I'm not seeing too much from him, but so this is. Remember, this is the first time either of us have heard this shit.
Right, we may rip it apart. So just so you know, man.
So we're gonna we're gonna see
Timmy
what happens.
Rudeboi featuring Nino Brown and who's the other guy?
I don't know, Nino Brown and Prod and Little Grip or something like that.
Something like that.
So here we go. Okay, so let's listen to this. So we're gonna listen to this live right now, and we're gonna listen to a bit, and then we'll comment. See, so once again, right. Timmy Rudeboi. So you get what you wish for. You gave him the music, so let's see what this is about. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's hear him.
Money, I'm thinking money. That money coming like a faucet, a shower head. That money running, I be stunting. Just bought a ship on 28, that 45. Stay on my lap, ass out the gate and fuck these niggas and fuck these hoes. You know the deal on my diamonds. They VVS, that stainless steel. I bank, no hesitation. Premeditated in my weed, it's super strong. It's medicated, bitch, I'm young. I'm thugged out. I'm a G, you talk that gangsta. You say you body.
I'm rocking on this beat. I'm rolling with the shit. Getting down cause you know I ain't fit. Cause you know I am going legit. And I'm improving this shit. Bitch, making more complex lyrics than you could ever dream of doing in your shit. Making more complex lyrics just coming out of my lips, out of my head, making this shit up. Motherfucker, what the goddamn fuck you doing? You shrooming? Yeah.
Coming in your face, make you taste my seminal waste as I blow it all over your face. Ooh.
Yeah, in my bare hands.
What do you say? Money coming out my like a shower?
Counting in my bare, shower like a faucet or something. Let's see, here we go.
My mind on my money, I'm the winning ticket. Timmy Rudeboi, go ahead and get him. You want it done right, go ahead and fuck with Gripper. I got a call from him, hopped the flight to Texas. Before I fall off, dog, I might snatch your necklace.
Oh my gosh, I got this old nasty pimple. I pop it's more interesting than shit because it's too damn simple. Not very complex at all if you know what I mean. Hell, I have more complex shits that's creaming in my jeans, dripping down my leg every time I think about something obscene. I can make this shit up when I was 12 or 13. Oh, how do you do this? I do this better than you. I'm rummaging your shit better than you can, and I'm making it up right this. That's what I do. You do this better than I can do this better than you. It's more complex like Eminem, maybe not, but at least I'm trying. Your fucking shit's just getting frying, baby. That's what we need to do.
Oh man.
Sorry, boy. Sorry, dude. That's some shit I could.
Man. Okay. Here's the criticism. Here's what first of all,
right.
It doesn't sound like anything different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like everybody else,
yes.
Really. And you can kind of hear they're trying. What is this now where everybody tries to make a fake Southern accent?
Or some kind of thing and go in the background, whatever.
Talking like this, and it's like, well, you don't really speak that way. You just making this accent so you sound like them. And then those beats.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, that's everybody's doing that, man. You ain't bringing nothing new to the table, homie. I got love for you, Timmy.
Yeah,
homie.
Whatever. You were cool and all, but I'm sorry. And the reason I rapped over your shit was because it was boring as fuck. I'm sorry. I'm being honest here. I can do that in my sleep. That's what I'm telling you. I can make the shit up about a goddamn dripping faucet. Cause you know I got some wings and I'm going to the sausage. Going to rub them around in a bowl. Gonna lose my shit out of control. Have some complexity. I'm rolling with this shit. Okay, we did an interview with a guy, and complexity is not the important part, but mean something. Say something.
Right.
Because I don't hear it.
You got to trigger the listener, man. It's not just something.
What did he say?
In the car.
Dripping like a faucet. I got weed. It's medicated. I don't remember anything standing out that made me think, wow, this is something I want to hear. Have something to fucking say, man. What are you saying? What is he saying? What do you think?
It's really just talking about having money, but I mean, who else does that? Everybody, you know?
I mean, we can listen to it again without me rapping over it. I mean, I'm sorry. Do you think it was a problem with me going over that, rapping over that, or?
I thought I like how you did that to prove your point, though.
I proved my point. Simple shit. I could do that in my sleep. Anybody in their mind could do that in their sleep. I can do this in my sleep because I'm rolling. Hoo, ha, ha, ho.
Yeah,
not hard, man. I'm sorry, dude.
I came home from my trip. Now I'm pulling out my dick. I go into the bathroom, sit on the toilet and take a shit. Then I wipe my fucking ass and then pack my fucking bags. And then I got cruise control. And that's
if I want to do it simple like that, if I wanted to do it actually, fuck it. I'm gonna challenge myself and do this real quick. Okay, hold on a second here. You know, if we're gonna do this, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. Let me just turn this off here. Let's do this one more time, and I'm just gonna listen. We'll listen to a little bit of it.
Okay.
And this is the start of it again, so count it with my bare hands. I thought, okay, it had kind of like just count it with my bare hands. Like counting money, I get it.
Right.
Great. Count it. What are you gonna count it with gloves on? Okay, yeah, whatever. So let's, and this is where he starts out.
Money, I'm thinking money. That money coming like a faucet, a shower head. That money running, I be stunting. Chip board a ship on 28, that 45. Stay on my lap, ass out the gate and fuck these niggas and fuck
what?
these hoes.
Wait a minute, that made no sense.
That stainless steel, I bang, no hesitation. Premeditated in my weed, it's super strong. It's medicated, bitch, I'm young.
Yeah, okay, premeditated, your weed is really strong. And then I'm gonna take some shit and gonna stroke my song while I'm tripping out.
The thing that caught me was when he said something to 45 stay on my lap, and then he went, and I was like, what? Wait a minute, what? Finish that thought.
Alright, I'm done.
Yeah, we'll be asleep if we
sorry, man. I just wish more people would. And you don't have to be more complex, and you can talk shit about what I'm doing. I just did everything out of my head. I made that shit up while I was doing it, and it was. I'm not saying I'm just saying anybody could make that shit up, really.
Well, that's it. It's very
simple shit. So
simplistic, man. You know.
Yeah, and have something to say besides that. What do you got else to say? Do you have anything to say about anything besides I got money and I got a gun in my lap, right?
Right, and how your weed's medicated.
Yeah, great. You got premeditated and your weed's medicated, and that's it. That's all you got. So nothing big for me. I'm not impressed. Sorry, Timmy, Rudeboi. I'm not impressed.
Yeah.
Man. So that's definitely a fuck you, nigga, because I don't give a fuck about that shit. So
yeah, that was, again, man, no disrespect, but try harder next time, man.
Yeah, seriously. But thank you for putting it on, and thank you actually, in props to you actually having something and showing it to us.
Yeah,
You know,
because like I said, there are rappers on my friends list that talk the talk, but don't walk the walk. You know, they talk about releasing this and doing all this stuff with all these different artists, but you never hear anything from these people.
Yeah, so you got something to play, so that's good. That's a start there, but I don't dig with it, man. And I think, you know, if you really think that you're the, our little internet. I mean, of course, if you give a shit about what our little internet show says, because that's why we're still on the internet, because we don't have money to travel to Detroit to watch you.
To Sheboygan
to watch
Falls,
you say money.
Wisconsin.
To watch you say money 3 times in a fucking half a verse or half a fucking line.
That's it too, man. It's like, well, shit,
Yeah.
dude, you got to be hella raw for me to hop on an airplane just to come see you.
Yeah, but then I'm not going to be taking money. I'll be counting money. Won't be counting money at the ticket counter. That's for sure. But all right, yeah. So that's it. So basically, I think it's good for the day. But yes, and by the way, thank you, man. Like I said, thank you for showing it to us. But we're going to be rough. We're going to be honest with you about
Yep,
your
that's
shit.
what it
So
is.
that's
You
why
got a
it's
genuine
called
reaction. I told you that, man.
Good luck, you
Up
nigga.
front.
Fuck you. Good luck, you nigga. So that's our fun glum tonight, and I believe that's it for us tonight.
That's the end of it. Yes.
Yes. So
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
finish unpacking my shit.
Yeah, so you got to unpacking your shit, getting your stuff together. But thanks again. We're probably gonna get some shit for that when we listen to it.
Well, you know what? Even most of our guys have been good sports, man. Even if we torn them apart, they were cool about it.
And he's probably like, man, you rapped over my shit. I'm like, I did. So that's what we do on the show. We don't like it. If we liked it, we listen. But I didn't like it from now. Same old shit, man. Anyway. But same old shit. Hopefully everything works out. We'll let you know. We've got an interview on Sunday night with
George Manji.
Manji. It's going to be an interesting evening. Not a musician, but social issue stuff. So once again, I'm Cruise Control.
I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
And that's the story there, bitches. See you later. Nothing sacred. St. Patty's Day, March 17th, 2016, bitches. Laters.
Nigga.